The children are our future, and as we move towards Vision 2030, there are many initiatives implemented to bolster the young creative minds of this country. Hi, I'm Melvin Pennant, and on this episode of Agenda Jamaica, we're featuring the Merl High School with the Dr. Alfred Sangster STEAM Expo. With me is my reporter, Zena McNeish. We're here to give you all the happenings and all the highlights.
In 2024, the Caribbean Examination Council (CXC) announced a discontinuation for a number of science and technology certificates due to a lack of applicants. Agricultural Science for the Caribbean Secondary Education Certificate (CSEC) experienced an enrollment shortfall of 3,095 students. Electrical and Electronic Engineering saw a 2,275 decrease. This inaugural expo forms part of the school's strategic efforts to promote science, technology, engineering, arts and mathematics (STEAM) education, while exposing students to career pathways that support national development.
Well, one of the things that we really wanted them to realize that we want them to be able to fit into the workforce and know what is happening now in our society and in the world at large is that no longer the traditional ways of employment or careers exist. It has to do with persons now having a STEAM or STEM approach. So our students are actually very excited to be a part of this project and also to be doing subjects of that nature.
I believe that the STEAM initiative is a great way to revitalize innovation and even create inventors, right? We see in the world where there's a vacuum for invention, for innovation, and STEAM can provide that, can fill that vacuum.
The Agenda Jamaica team visited booths and spoke to students to gain insight into the school's efforts to contribute to national development.
It applies to our real life, our sales, or the way we walk, the way we talk, especially physics in this, the mechanics in this, to put it together, to put on the wheels, to put on these inside so they can work together. It just all applies to real life. So all of this applies to real life, so we can just internalize on it, and truly it's our goal to the future. So that's why I chose the sciences.
This, my friend, is Roberto, our little Wally project. He is a solar robot that took us a little week within our lunch to build him to properly, and now we're proud to have him here to display to you. This is a sketch diagram of a little portrait of him. You know, he's the star of the show, so he should have his own portrait.
Why have you opted for a career path in sciences and biology?
Well, I like it because it really allows me to go deeper and helping people, especially within the healthcare field. And growing up, I've always had a passion to helping people in terms of that.
I choose this career field because innovation really means a lot to me. I really want to make a lasting impact on the world, and for me the way to do that is through STEM. So I chose to do robotics in school and help to make this project because it interested me. I wanted to learn more about it, and through this we can apply these principles to the real world and make a real difference.
This STEAM Expo seems like a major inspiration to most children here because some people might not know what they're capable of. So with all these opportunities being placed in front of them, they get a chance to experience it and to figure out who they want to be.
So our booth also consists of, we have here the photogrammetrists along with hydrographic surveyors and topographic surveyors. So what we do is using modern day technology to help in the aid of GIS. GIS is Geographical Information System. Photogrammetry is a study of the Earth's surface using reliable information from images, pictures taken from an aerial point of view.
Prime Minister Dr. Andrew Holness described Jamaica as a science, technology, engineering, and mathematics STEM island, and through numerous initiatives, the government is striving to fill gaps in sectors across the country. In 2023, the University of Technology, UTech, signed a memorandum of understanding with the government for 1,000 STEM scholarships valued at 2.4 billion Jamaican dollars. As we move towards Vision 2030, the aim is to dismantle gender discrimination and see representation in all spheres. Although female students outperform their male counterparts and are more likely to pass a generic subject in secondary examinations, many are not opting to pursue these subjects.
This career, as we know, a lot of girls are not exposed to, and having one-on-one with these personals that are in these fields, it will allow the girls to be more comfortable and be more STEAM minded than the traditional careers.
For me as a teacher, I try to get them to see the real world application of biology. The real world. So it doesn't mean you have to be a doctor. Doesn't mean that you're becoming a doctor, but just to have the knowledge with you and apply that in everywhere. There's biology even in business. If you look around, you'll see application of biology somewhere in business, somewhere in physics, somewhere in math, right? And just to let them see because when I was younger, to be honest, that's one of the reasons why I struggled with math, because I didn't see the real world application of math. But my teachers, one of the reasons why I excelled in the science, because my teachers tried to get me to see the real world application of the sciences, and STEAM can present that to our young people and really see it. Biology can do that as well.
With more incentives to persuade youths into specialized fields, more support is imperative from teachers and school boards.
We have taken some specific groups of students, our Gems in STEM's leaders. We have taken all of our prize winners for this academic year, for last academic year. We've also taken our sub-prefects and our prefects, sixth formers, our PIP Gems, so several clubs, our safety wardens, we have taken to be a part of today's celebration.
PIP Gems, what's that?
Oh, it's a group of girls. It signifies Parents in Progress. So we're partnering with our parents for our student success. So it's really partnering for our student success. It's a group where parents meet, but those parents, those children of those parents come together for academic success.
There is generally societal pressure, particularly from parents and family members, for youths to pursue traditional, lucrative fields. However, to truly build brand Jamaica, encouragement from caregivers is as important as career opportunities.
She had chose the business subjects, right? And in this modern day, we know technology is it, right? So I have encouraged her to go out and do her utmost best when it comes on to IT or anything that she does at school when it comes on to technology, and to help with her business subjects moving forward.
Actually, I'm not here for me today. I am here for my daughter. She's Elaine Ferguson. She's 14 years old. Styles by Elaine, that's her name. You can follow her on Instagram and on TikTok, right? She does natural hairstyles, braiding, and she's very good at what she does, actually. So as a mother, I am here to support her in whatever she's doing. I feel very proud, and I'm grateful, and I'm thankful to be here.
from primary school.
Well, you're doing it like a pro.
Come warn
And it's something that you like, you're passionate about. All right, congrats and all the best in your endeavors, all right?
Today we are demonstrating a little technology in farming, which is the incorporation of hydroponics. Hydro means water, ponics mean plants. So it is plants grown in water. That's what we're kind of demonstrating to the kids today. And also, we brought a few technology stuff, like our EC meter, which is the electroconductivity. We talk about the pH of soil, things like that. So the students can begin to realize how STEAM is so important and critical to agriculture. So what I have found over the years is that a lot of farmers are using inputs in growing stuff or plants or food that are not necessarily the healthiest of inputs that should be used. So we are promoting a healthier way, and we're also looking at it from the perspective where it can be for backyard as well as it can be for commercial purposes. So that's what we hope to, and also to introduce to the ladies today, the young ladies today, that agriculture is an alternative. Because everybody wants to learn lawyer, doctor, but we have so much of that. Who's going to feed the nations? And so we want the girls to understand that farming, agriculture is an alternative that really is going to be very important in the near future.
This is our smart greenhouse, and basically we're trying to show how ICT devices, information communication and technological devices can help aid in agriculture. So we have a control room here that has our system units, input, output devices that help to control what's going on in the greenhouse. We have fans as a ventilation system to help the environment keep cool, because in a greenhouse when the sunlight heats up, and we're trying to maintain the temperature that's inside of the greenhouse. And we chose to use LED lights to aid in growth, not only as a source of light, but also to aid in growth because artificial light is said to help plants grow. And we also have a irrigation system here that pumps water into the greenhouse. And it's just a way to conserve water, so we don't waste a lot of water, especially in times of drought. Since it doesn't really use a lot of water, it works on a timer that is connected in the control room. So that really helps in agriculture. So we were just trying to express how we can really aid in agriculture using information technology.
The Dr. Alfred Sangster STEAM Expo is bursting at the seams with viable paths for the future, and has created a breeding ground for conversations catering to youth's curiosity. It showcases the effort to rebuild Jamaica, youth by youth, to foster a robust society capable of withstanding the changing tides.
I believe that there's a shift in their mindset, and we're looking forward to seeing some excellent women involved in STEAM throughout the world.
Give us a little bit more information about this robotic mechanism here.
Okay, so this is our robot. Her name is Kate. She's for a competition, our national robotics competition, First Tech Challenge. She has 3 mechanisms: the drivetrain, which is just what allows it to move around and drive, has an intake, which allows us to pick up these ball-like artifact game pieces for the game, and then we also have a shooter that allows us to shoot them into a classifier, which is just like a goal scoring area.
And you guys build this from scratch?
Yes, mostly from scratch. So we do have kits that we utilize. However, the concepts for the robot and the individual mechanisms were put together solely by the ladies of the robotics team.
We are promoting our Let's STEM Together resource book. We are here to promote for our C6 students who are hoping to learn in the areas of mathematics, biology, physics, chemistry, and also for CAPE students, mathematics as well. We are offering a resource book solution for their study area. So it's not a textbook, it is a resource book that we would classify as super. And it's on a book that is on steroids that we are trying our best to have our students to be more aware of when they're trying to study. So from third form, they can have one of these titles. They can keep this for the duration of their studies because of the capacity that it has for them to take their notes. And in one of these books, you are able to access your syllabus, you're able to access your own student hub that encapsulates like a past paper section. It has all the information pertaining to your notes, all the information pertaining to the things that you are required to know going into fifth form. And then also we've added an AI component. So in that AI component, your students are able to interact with their AI companion. They're able to ask questions, have it prompt them questions that they can utilize for their studies. All of the necessary things that we can think about that you can do with interacting with AI. At the back of the book, we have graph papers, we have blank papers, and we have additional formula notes and different information that students utilize for their learning.
So we caught up with 4 lovely ladies, 2 from Merl Grove and 2 from Immaculate Conception High. Hi, ladies. What's your favorite STEAM subject?
Maybe math.
Why math?
I don't know, like.
We can see the reason.
My favorite STEAM subject is math. Why math is because it's very, even though people say it's complicated, I think that it is not, even though like I kind of had a love and hate relationship for math. But as I get older with the teachers that I have, it made me love math even more. Okay, so my favorite STEAM subject is math, and why I say math is because it helps us to problem solve and help us with our critical thinking.
Ironically, mine is also math. I just love the art of calculation and problem solving. I think that's really why I love math.
Every single year me I put out my best. Get straight A's, pass every test, cause no we really know say it's only for the best.
If the exuberance showcased in the energizing performance by the Merl Grove students is anything to go by, the future will be in capable and zealous hands. Hands that are eager to chart the way forward with STEAM.
Thank you, Zania. It was indeed a full day of activity right here at the Merl Grove High School for the STEAM Expo. The students were fully immersed into all the booths that they have here on display. STEAM, science, technology, engineering, arts, and mathematics. I have been your host, Melvin Pennant, on this another episode of Agenda Jamaica. On behalf of my hard-working production team, Claude and Zania, as we mentioned, and Owens, our driver, thank you for watching.
Merl Grove got the steam going. Merl Grove got the steam.
Give me a team.